There are challenges, of course, every year, every day, every second. There's always challenges. But for me, I am an optimist, true and true. And although there are lots of things going on around the world, but there's lots of opportunity. There's lots of opportunity to adapt, to evolve into something else. All business sectors and all areas are they're forced to look at their ways and adapt and evolve, and that is only good. Anytime you're almost, even if you're forced to look at yourself in the mirror and look at your own practices and your own ways of how you carry yourself, if you're forced to look at that and address that and assess that and make growth through that is only a positive. So, I look at this year as an opportunistic year, you know what I mean? There are a lot of things moving and shaking, and you best believe, anytime anything bad has happened to me, or anytime I've been faced with something that forces me to look at myself or look at the surroundings, it's always worked out for the better. So, you've got to go through the storm to get to the sun, they say. So that for me is the way I'm looking at this year. You've got to, it's got to start with the mind. Your mind has to believe in chance, believe in the divine, believe in things to happen for you. You know what I mean? It's got to. Your mind must create these things before anything else. And then the rest of it, through work ethic, through fighting through the doubts and through the storm, so to speak, maybe other people's doubts upon you, fighting through all of that, strengthening. Again, this strengthens your own mind. And then, you will break through and succeed. You've got to see it. You've got to have it you've got to have that outlook. Now, it is hard at times to get to that stage, but it's about a lot of self-talk. A lot of self-talk with yourself and just being honest with yourself. A lot of people can lie to themselves, but if you're truly honest with yourself, most of us, if not all of us, know the changes we must make or the things we must do in order to become successful or to reach the heights. Where it happens is we just don't do it. I know I've got to get up at 8 a.m. in the morning. I get up at 9 a.m. These are things. I know I shouldn't eat this extra pack of donuts, but you eat them. These are little defeats in yourself. If you simplify it, what time you go to bed, what time you wake up at, you can control that. If you can control what you put into your mouth, be it food or drink or any of that, you can control those two things. They are the main things to control. Everything else is. Everything else just falls into place after that. So if you listen to yourself and take care of yourself in this manner, it strengthens your power to conquer anything else. And that's where I have succeeded, and it's also where I fell short. So this is coming from an experienced thought, and even it's an everyday thing that I must bring it back to the basics. Look after my rest, look after my nutrition, treat my body and my mind like a temple, and then everything else falls into place. I could say, make sure I go training, make sure I keep my training structured. But if I get my rest correct, and if I get my food and nutrition correct, the training is I don't even got to speak on the training because it's a guarantee. I have energy. I am excited to go to work. Be it exercise or be it business. So I don't even got to say I got to make sure I got to be at this training session at this time or this meeting. That's a given. I'm asleep at a certain time. I'm up at a certain time. I'm eating a specific diet that's going to boost my immunity, my endurance, my mindset, everything else that comes with it. And then it's like I don't want to say a domino effect because dominoes is knocking it down. It's like a reverse domino effect. It builds it up. You can't build something on an unstable foundation. You build something on a shaky foundation, you can even get it high as you can. You can build something on it, you can throw things together and get it up high real quick. But the cracks in that early foundations will start to present itself, and it will start to open up and eventually crumble. And it's a hard crumble. It's a hard fall when you do this. Everyone will look to skip these things and make excuses for these things, the basics, but it catches up on you. You know what I mean? The nights out will catch up on you. The lack of discipline in the it's. I'm gonna say the small things, but it's not. As they say, the small things make the big things. what you put into your body, what rest you take. You know, you were saying about you have this place where you go to, and it's like your water. You know, we've got to have these things that strengthen us and guide us to that next level, and that's where I'm at now, and I'm trying to stay. No, I'm not trying, because you know I'm working for it and I'm doing it. That's it. It's done. I'm engaged fully in it now. I'm fully obsessed and fully committed to being the best version of myself, and that's it. You know, so onwards and upwards we go.